Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is an unexpected video, but Natalie and I have both experienced something that we thought it'd be worthwhile doing a video where we explore the topic of what's your excuse for not telling people what you need. So for me, the last couple days, there's been something that I've needed from all of you that I haven't asked for. And at lunch today, as we were talking, we found that Natalie was in a similar situation, that she had something that she needed that she didn't ask the person for. And so we want to just ask the question, what's our excuse for that? So let me tell you my situation. Natalie will tell you hers, and then I want to ask you, so you ever find yourself in that situation? For me, I've needed prayers. I've needed just to simply ask you to pray for me. As I went in for radiation treatment, early on I asked for prayers, and I asked for very specific prayers that I wouldn't feel anxiety to have that radiation mask pinning me down to the table. And you all prayed for me, and it was awesome because I went into treatment and I didn't feel anxiety. It was great. And then out of nowhere, I got a little bit of a cold that triggered all of these anxieties about being strapped in this mask. And it's just this weird fear that I have that what happens if I sneeze while my head is trapped down and radiation is going on? It just seems like a crazy, frightening thing to me if I sneeze or cough. And so the last couple treatments that I've had a good deal of anxiety going in. And I've told Natalie and some close friends, but I mean, you all have subscribed to this channel, you watch these videos, so many of you are praying and encouraging me, and so why did it take me so long to let you know that although I only have 4 more radiation treatments, I need your prayers? At the very end of this, I'm feeling anxiety, and I need you to pray that Jesus will give me the strength needed to tolerate the anxiety through these treatments and see it through to the end. So please be praying for me. Nat, you want to tell them a little bit about a similar but different situation that you found yourself in?
Sure. So for me, I've realized that my excuse for not telling people what I need is that I don't want to need anything. I don't want to be a problem. I'd way rather solve people's problems than be a problem for them to solve. So much so that sometimes I don't even know what I need. I can't even get to the core of what I need because I'm so busy trying to take care of what I think are other people's needs. So in these past few weeks, I've been doing this amazing yoga experience where the hospitals provided a guide for me as a caregiver to have individual yoga practice. And in one of the very first sessions, there was a end of the practice kind of meditation that the instructor walked me through, and it really triggered me emotionally. It brought back to mind some significant memories of my mom's passing and her time on hospice, which was just this past January. So the next day when that had happened, I told my instructor that I was having some difficult emotions, but I didn't go into specific details about what and when I was triggered until today, which is the last week of this entire process. And I realized when I told her, her immediate response was she troubleshooted, and she came up with a whole new way to conclude the session that was so healing for me. And she did it on the fly. It was not a problem for her to solve. She didn't view it as something difficult. She viewed it as an opportunity to help me even better. And it made me realize that I need to take more opportunities to listen to what I need and then be willing to ask for it.
Yeah, and I love how self-aware you are, that you know that you don't want to bother people, and so you're able to trace that back. Hearing you talk about that, I thought, what's my excuse? Why does it take me so long? And I think my excuse is I want to pretend like it's not that big of a deal, because if it's not that big of a deal, I can get through it. So as soon as I go oh, this is a big deal, then maybe I won't make it through it. Maybe this won't end well. And so, I just kept thinking, as far as these last couple treatments, it's not that big of a deal. There's just a few more treatments. I can make it through it. And I realized, no, it's a trigger. It is a big deal. So I want to ask you, What's your excuse? Why do you not tell people what you need? Leave that down in the comments below, because just as we all have different triggers, hey Hero, what's up? Like I told you, we weren't expecting to make this video, and here comes our darling little daughter who just got a white tiger. You want to say hello to everybody on YouTube?
Hi.
Say hi. She just got back from the aquarium with Nancy.
And they had a tiger there.
And they had a tiger there. So whatever your excuse is.
And sharks and amusement park.
Ooh,
Awesome.
sharks as well.
A Ferris wheel.
And a Ferris wheel.
And a carousel and a water park.
Yes. So hopefully you have as much to say as Hero does. And you leave your comments below
I
of
did not go in
what's
the
your
water.
excuse for not telling people what you need. And I believe it's as varied as our different triggers are. And so I think we can learn from one another. So please put that down in the comments below. And there'll be another video, hopefully, as we wrap up our time here in Houston in just a couple coming days. So we'll see you again soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.